Hello adventurers and welcome to ZexTy's Tuesday update. Today is August 1st. I do want to apologize for kind of the lack of recent content. I pretty much just took the last week off from actively playing the game, but I am back. And with me being back, there was actually a lot of new updates and then also a lot of class changes as well as events going on. So before I actually jump into the patch notes, I did just want to bring attention to one thing in particular. So hopefully I can find it here pretty quickly. So this notice right here, notice 2023 Heidel Ball opens. So I'm gonna very quickly read this and then I'll get into the patch notes and then go over the updates for this week. So Heidel Ball opens. Greetings adventurers, this is Black Desert Mobile service team. To all adventurers who have always supported and loved Black Desert Mobile, as summer ends and autumn begins, this coming August 26th, the 2023 Heidel Ball will also commence for all adventurers. Let us discover Black Desert Mobile's new update and stories as we make precious memories again in the 2023 Heidel Ball. We will be waiting for all adventurers on that very special day. So this is when the Heidel Ball is going to happen. So they're going to have a live stream. And then if you've ever had, or if you've ever seen the Heidel Ball before, we get a lot of really good stuff for our characters. So if you're a new player, this is a really good chance to get pretty much like the best gear you can get for right now. It's also a good chance for you to gear some of your alt characters as well. So just make sure you check this out. This is really good. And then also, if you have any friends that are wanting to start playing, this is probably the best time of the year to actually get into Black Desert Mobile. So again, it is August 28th, and then for America it's going to be 2. So I think this is server time, so it's gonna be like really early in the morning. So for me it's like 5 a.m. for my time, so that's kind of early, but I'll stay up because I mean I have work anyways, and then normally these events go for kind of long, so I'll just transition from okay, I'm watching Heidel Ball and then I'll go to work once I'm done. So just be aware of that, and then again, tell your friends, tell whoever is getting into the game, make sure they don't miss this. But there's going to be a lot of events going on during and after the ball. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into the patch notes. And like I had said, there were a lot of events added and then overall improvements to the game, but a huge thing for this patch notes is there were a lot of class updates. I don't normally go through each of the class changes, but I will just kind of skim through it just to show you like, okay, these are the classes that changed, and then more or less everything that happened to them was just like buffs to their damage. So for the featured update, Terrmian is here. I hope that's how you say it. So Terrmian, it's like a end of summer festival. It's like a cool little beach party, and there's a lot of little games here, and then there's nice little rewards within here. Terrmian's right here on the map, and then you can enter Terrmian, an attraction of Balanos, during the event period. You can enter Terrmian through Velia or through the event banner. So I'll show you how to get into there here in a little bit, but then this is kind of the bazaar where you can like buy things from different shops and talk to different NPCs. So a summer bazaar event begins in Terrmian. Vendors selling various types of items await you at Terrmian Summer Bazaar. There are vendors that sell goods under a variety of categories including food, Hadum, animal, fairy, adventure, and more. All items can be purchased with Terrmian Summer tokens. So if you notice, we got some of these last week. It wasn't too many, but we can get a lot more now with the events. You can loot these tokens by defeating monsters at the Crashing Waves Pirate Island. Okay, so Crashing Waves Pirate Island, this is more or less what it is. It's like an area where you can farm, and you can farm these coins. So they added this to Terrmian. And then you can enter Crashing Waves Pirate Island by talking to Captain of the Neftari after reaching 1000 CP. So it's a very low entry level to get in. However, to get in, Pirate Island map, which is this island, is required for entry to the Pirate Island. So I'll tell you how to get these little maps, and then these maps only last 24 hours after you've obtained them, and then each of these maps will only get you 20 minutes of exploration times within it. So each map grants 20 minutes of exploration time in the Crashing Waves Pirate Island. You can obtain Pirate Island maps from the Terrmian Summer Fishing Festival, so keep that in mind. It's the fishing festival part event, and through in-game mail mailbox on Saturdays and Sundays, so we'll get even more on the weekend. And then you must use a pirate map 24 hours within obtaining it, and then the hot times do not apply while you're at this pirate island. So don't use your hot times here. They're basically just going to go to waste. So that's like a very short summary of Terrmian events. I'll kind of, once I'm done with this, go into the event page and then show you a little bit more, and then also show you what you need to be doing while you're in Terrmian. So class update. So since the Mountain of Eternal Winter update, many adventurers have visited the region and enjoyed fishing, defeating monsters, and excavation. As you must fend off the cold with citron tea in this region, it is pivotal to utilize time most efficiently. The monsters that appear in the Mountain of Eternal Winter have very thick skin to withstand the cold, so they may have been a little more difficult to defeat than the monsters in other regions. PvE balance changes were made for certain classes to improve our adventurers' experience in the recent updated region. Balance changes will gradually be made in the future for classes that were not part of this update. So pretty much anything that you're going to see here has increased damage for PvE. So this is going to be player versus environment. So any of your monsters that are there, there's like little totems, altars, stuff like that, will be getting increased damage. So I'm not going to go through each one, but I'll kind of go somewhat slow so you can pause if you want to, if you see your class. But Huntress is on here. And I actually used to main Huntress, so that's kind of nice to see. And then Phantasma, who I main now, so it's funny to see them back to back. But it's really nice to see my damage increase. Phantasma seems to have kind of low numbers, but pretty quick attacks, so I definitely enjoy her, and I don't plan on changing anytime soon. But I think Wizard came out, so let's go ahead and see. Actually, I think Wizard comes out next week, so Execute, Scattering Darkness. And then Primrose had a buff as well. And again, pretty much everything is PvE. Zaid had a buff. Archer. I know someone in my guild is going to be really happy about that. He's always saying that Archer has really low damage, which now that I'm reading it, yeah, he had pretty low damage. It's just those three skills for him. Fletcher. Actually, it might have been Fletcher he was complaining about. Shout out to Agnostics. There are a lot of skills for Fletcher. Solaris. Dracania. Lancer. Warlord. Reaper, which I actually used to play Reaper when I was playing Black Desert Online. I thought she was really cool. I still think she's cool, but my character looks kind of lame. Crimson Lily. Nova. Windwalker. Sura. Corsair. Kunoichi. Oh, went a little too far there. Buccaneer. And that's pretty much it for all the classes. So there was a lot. I low-key wish that I had just skipped through all of it and then said, go check it out yourself. But I will keep timestamps in this video so you can skip around if you want, and then you can skip that part. So improvements to the game. So for story, they've added the story camp to the essential tab of story screen. You must complete main quest Kuruto, I don't know how to say that, boss to proceed with the story. For adventurers who already own a camp, the story will automatically be completed. Camp content will be accessible after completing Crucio's call quest from the story. Adventurers who already have a camp in possession can continue accessing camp content. Remove the old family quest, a respected Lord Governor. Okay. Changed Alchemy Lab, Extractor, Trading Post, Blacksmith, and Ranch to be available for building as soon as camp content unlocks. Okay, so you don't have to level up your camp to access this stuff. So they kind of made it a little bit more streamlined, a little bit easier for newer players. So my Zero to Hero series, which I'm a little bit behind on, is out of date now. So system added Murroak Labyrinth to the item acquisition info of Void Sent Eye, so that when you tap it, you are auto-navigated to the entrance of Murroak Labyrinth. Cool. Added an on-off feature. You can toggle during auto combat for the character's basic skill on the skills window. Cool. Improve the character to skip the motion of drawing in their weapon when tapping the quest widget to navigate to a location. That's actually kind of nice because my character always draws her weapon before she starts running, so it's a very minor time save, but it just feels better, like smoother gameplay. Change the amount of HP potions rewarded for completing main quests from Balanos to Southwest Calpheon. Change the reward for the family quest, a gift from Uncas, from Horse Emblem Tier 1 to Horse Emblem Tier 5. Improve to remove the set destination feature when moving manually in Field of Valor and Battle of the Sun. Change the key mapping for console controllers for Black Spirit Emergency Escape and Target Lock. Yeah, those two together, if you're locked on a target and you're doing Black Spirit Emergency Escape, it's actually really annoying. So that's kind of nice for people who use console controllers. Change the button input for Black Spirit Emergency Escape from LT. And this stuff doesn't really matter to me. I don't play on controller, so if it does, just read it. UI, added a hyperlink that takes you to the front of the Murroak Labyrinth to the item description of Murroak Pathfinder. That's nice. I actually thought there would be one on there, just like user experience, user interface. I would think it would be there, so it's nice that they added that. Added the total price and price per item to both be displayed from the list of items being sold on the market when you have 2 or more items registered on the market. Added an availability notification for auto questing passes. You can toggle notifications for the availability of auto questing passes by going to Notifications, Auto Questing Pass Available from the Alert tab of Settings. Change the window displayed when main quest express pass items are available to not close even when tapping the outer part of the window. So that's kind of nice. This is like for newer players, whenever you're doing auto questing or whenever you have the express pass, makes it a little bit user friendly, so that way people don't like accidentally skip past it and they can just skip the actual quest, if that makes sense. So change the entry requirement text for the UI that provides info on Ilton defense on the world map. Complete all Everfrost stories. Complete the story that unlocks entry to the Mountain of Eternal Winter. Okay. Change boss raid scrolls, Path of Glory entry pass, and co-op rush scrolls to be registered all at once. Tap the boss passes from your inventory to use all passes. Okay, so instead of having to do these individually, you can just use all passes. So that's nice. Makes it better for the user experience. Changed all registerable items to be selected when the batch register UI for pets and mounts is first displayed. I don't know what that means, but okay. So bug fixes. There are a lot of bug fixes here, it looks like. So we have a few for character and then a lot for system. So I'm not really gonna go through the character, it's just like minor things, but they fixed Archer, Wusa, Void Knight, and Huntress. So pause if these are applicable to you. If not, let's move on. System bug fixes. Fixed an issue where the character would move to the entrance of Temple of Ohm 1 after exiting the Temple of Ohm 2 and 3. Sounds kind of nice though. Fixed an issue where Jork's HP would fully recover in certain situations when preceding the Protector of the Gates quest from the Everfrost story, Haven of Slumbering Origin. I actually saw that. I thought that's what it was supposed to do, but I guess not. Fixed an issue where at times you couldn't proceed with the mission in the Spectres of Flames chamber of the Murroak's Labyrinth. Okay. That makes sense to me, I guess, because I also wasn't able to pass this mission. I had to exit and do it again, so that's nice. Fix an issue where the character couldn't fish in camp. Fix an issue where the character couldn't pull enemies properly. Fix an issue where at times the target player's effects for certain attacks would display at an abnormal location. issue where characters in your family would move abnormally in Alieli's Rift. Fix an issue where cooking rank would display abnormally when checking the cooking rank of friend guild from rank life skill. Okay, so a lot of these are just kind of small issues. I'm gonna skim over it, and if there's nothing, I'm gonna move on. Okay, so it does look like they're all pretty much just minor things. Fix an issue, abnormal amount of damage when you fall. Character couldn't move when changing characters when mounting on a horse. Character would run to the horse before getting to the horse. Get summoned, okay. HP, this is actually something I saw a lot. HP potion key wouldn't work. Okay, cool. So moving on, we have more bug fixes for UI. So fix an issue where certain UI would appear abnormal when moving directly to the Combine Alchemy Stone menu via the results screen. Okay. Fix an issue where at times the remaining time would be wrongly displayed when switching attacking defending positions during the siege war. Okay. Fix an issue where the login video wouldn't play from an Apple account. Fix an issue where the graphic settings wouldn't be displayed on the right of the minimap for Battlefield of the Sun. Awesome. So that's pretty much it for the patch notes. There, like I said, were a lot of events, so we'll be having all of these starting, and then these will be ending. So I'll be going through all of these different events, like what you need to be doing here in a little bit. But first, for the Pearl Shop, we have new packages, as always. So special packages under special packages. But the thing that I'm interested in is new outfits. So there's a lot of new outfits here. So Coco, El Pento, Marine Romance, Etheria Marine. I don't know how to say this. Cantabile? I have no idea. Margorian Outlaw Tattoo, Margorian Outlaw Shorts, Terrmian, Mr. Muscles, Shell Bell, Conch Cherub, and whatever that word is. So let's look. So I'm gonna kind of go through the pictures, but Coco has all these classes. It's gonna be all classes excluding Megu, Wusa, and Igneous. So it looks like most of these are all classes. They just exclude some characters, and it looks like it's mostly Megu, Wusa, Igneous, and then Draconia as well. So all classes. So Shy doesn't get the tattoo one. Shy doesn't get the Morgan Outlaw Shorts. And then the Terrmian, all classes excluding all of these. So Nova, Hashashin, Archer, Corsair, Sage, Mega, Wusa, Igneous, Draconia. This Mr. Muscles is female classes? That doesn't... This might be backwards, because Mr. Muscles, I would think, is the male classes. Shell Bell would be female classes. I could be wrong. I'll take a look whenever I scroll through, though. Conch Cherub is just Shy. And then this last one is for all classes. So this is the last one. Any class can have this one. So let's see. Very cool. Sorry, for some reason that didn't load. So there's that. See, this is Mr. Muscle, Shell Bell, and Conch Cherub. Okay. Pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, those look pretty nice. These have been here before, but they're like limited time. So if you want them, go ahead and get them. They're only costing black pearls, assuming that you have a class that's actually able to buy these. So then there's this one. I have this as well. I like this one, Coco El Pento. So this one's El Pento, this one's Coco. Marine Romance. So yeah, there's a lot of outfits available. This one's actually really cool for male classes, so if you like it, go ahead and grab it. But that is it for our patch notes. So let's go ahead and move into our events. So really quickly, before I go into all of the other events, I did just want to remind you that round 11 for Prime Gaming is available. It's July 28th through August 11th. And then you'll get Prime Holy Vial of Light Chest. And I actually wanted to say one more thing before I get into the events. So I want to say this like very briefly. I'll be making a separate video on this though. But there are new events for us to actually do, and That's going to be the find hidden words related to wizard, and I believe Terrmian screenshot event. So these two are going to be on a separate video, but basically it's a community event where you'll have to do something and you can get a reward. That being said, let's move into our other events, and then again, Prime Gaming, there's that. So Crashing Waves Pirate Island, obtain items for the Terrmian Summer Bazaar event. So this is what I was saying with the Pirate Island map. So it gives you 20 minutes, and then to actually obtain the Pirate Island map, you'll get it through the Terrmian Summer Fishing Festival event, and then also from your in-game mailbox. So I'll kind of show you that here in a second. So Terrmian Summer Bazaar. Visit the Terrmian Summer Bazaar and exchange Terrmian Summer tokens for various rewards. I'm going to auto path here just to show you how to get to Terrmian, and then I'll continue once I'm there. Okay, so now that we're in Terrmian, basically all I did was auto path here, and it took me right here. So Terrmian Summer coins can be obtained from Crashing Wave Pirate Island, of course. Enter Terrmian and tap the map. Tap the name of the vendor on the list located in the top right of the minimap to auto path to the vendor. So now that we're in here, before I continue moving on to the rest, I did just want to show you, once you're here in Terrmian, there's all these vendors here. So there's 5 of them. So if you go to the food vendor, you can use those coins to purchase or exchange for different rewards that they have. So there is a weekly limit to these. So let's take a look. So this one gives additional time in the desert. You can only get one of these, but there's a lot of different ones that you can get. So let's see. There's a citron tea. That's really nice. This one gives even more time in the desert. This one gives spoils of battle. Drop rate plus 10%. That's actually really good. You can get that 3 times a day. So this one's actually really, really cheap. And then I think the time for each, like for it expiring, is going to be different. So I'll be looking at that as well. But you can buy citron tea. This is a weekly one that you can get. I think what you should do is go for the daily ones first and then move on to the weekly ones, just to make sure you have enough coins. But I'll be showing you a pretty quick and easy way to get coins here in a second anyways. So this is pretty much the gist of the cooking one, but each one has different items that they sell. So just kind of keep that in mind, that you'll need to be doing different things. But like this one right here, this is this one's down here is daily. So make sure you do the dailies first, and then whenever you have excess, get the ones that are really good. So like this limit per family, this one's probably the best one, but it costs a lot of coins, so you'll have to save up, and you kind of want to make sure you keep doing the daily ones before you start stocking up on all your coins. I'm sure we'll have plenty of coins throughout this event, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal. So that being said, I am just going to kind of move on, and then you can kind of check it out yourself, but that is my general advice. Do dailies and then move back into getting the big rewards. And the reason I say that the coins aren't really going to be a problem is because this event right here. So Terrmian weekly missions. Missions reset Monday between 0 to 1 o'clock. Can be used in Terrmian Summer Bazaar event. So that's exactly what we were just doing. But right here, so you can get coins from these items right here. So if you fish 50 times, or if you do the Pirate Island, you'll get these other events items, and it's 10 of these, and each one of these will give you 100. So in total, these 3 will give you 3,000. And then once you finish all 3 of these quests, you can get this one, which there's 2 of, which will give you 10,000. So there's 2, and each one gives you 5,000. So that's 10,000 coins right there. So that's really, really good. And then also, as I had said before, you can also get more coins from Pirate Island. So just kind of keep that in mind. It's nothing too crazy. It seems like a lot, but just as long as you do the weekly missions, you can easily get your, like, what I would say is start with fishing. And then once you have fishing done, go and buy all your daily stuff, and then you can move on to trying to do Pirate Island and whatnot. So Terrmian Summer Fishing Festival. Fish up materials and exchange them for Pirate Island map. So this is how you're actually going to get the map. It's a daily exchange. So you're gonna have to do something every single day, or just stock up all of these items on the first day and then exchange this every single day. So it's not too hard, but all you have to do is gather 3 different materials through fishing in Terrmian, which you need to do anyways to get the weekly mission, and then exchange the 3 materials for Pirate Island map. Use Pirate Island map to participate in crashing waves. So it's very repetitive. It's definitely saying a lot of the same things, but again, all I would do is just come over here. So like I said, you're gonna be needing to fish anyways, so that's probably like the first thing that you'll do is just pull up here and then fish for like at least 50 fish, and then collect or stockpile some of these. It seems pretty easy. I just fished once and I got 1 item, so fish like 100, just stock up for the week, and then you'll be done with that, and then keep exchanging it. So the next event, what is your perfect summer vacation spot? So you can receive a ballot every day from the in-game mailbox. Exchange a ballot for the beach trip ticket or valley trip ticket. The victory reward for the most voted out of beach trip ticket or valley trip ticket will be sent to the in-game mailbox for all adventurers. So we'll basically take a vote which one we think. So this is the reward under here. So victory reward, con raid scroll, or Khatum raid scroll. Me personally, I'm gonna say Khatum just because there's a treasure item that has a component that drops from Khatum, and I don't have it yet, so I'm gonna be saying that one. But this should be changing every day, what's versus what. So just check your mailbox, get your ticket, and then you can vote on what it is. And then it's not like you can vote wrong, it's just whatever the majority of people vote for, that's what you're gonna end up getting. So there's no losing, there's just winning. And then also there is a new monthly login for August, so make sure that you are logging in every day and then collecting these items, and then everything else is what we already had. So make sure that you keep doing the events that are going on. But I am sorry that this took so long. This was a pretty long video, but hopefully this helps you out. Again, like I said, just start out by fishing and then buy your daily items first, and then move on to whatever else there is. And then make sure that whenever you get those Pirate Island maps, you just go here to the captain, or you go here through events and then go to Pirate Island. And then once you're there, you can get even more tokens. So I hope this helps you out. I hope you're pretty excited for the Heidel Ball. I know that I am. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave them in the comment section below. And then as always, if you like this video, please like and subscribe. Again, if you have a friend or someone who's new to the game, please make sure that they play during the Heidel Ball, because this is like the best time to be getting gear for yourself. So with that being said, that's pretty much everything that I had. So I hope to see you in the next one. Thank you and bye.